Sunrise Daily, and we have Kola Ologbodiyan, Policy Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, joining us. Thank you for joining us here.
Thank you. Good morning, Neto.
Let's start with the situation in Benue. What are your observations?
Well, our observation about Benue State is that the government has not been proactive in the situation. The federal government has been proactive in the situation in Benue State. And the Vice President has said there should be no politicization. We agree that there should be no politicization, but we believe that the federal government should be more responsive than what it has done so far.
Okay, so now that the President has asked the Inspector General of Police to move to Benue State, you think that's a good move?
It's not enough. I read in the dailies that President Buhari will be in Abia State today to seek for votes. But close to 59 persons have been buried in Benue State. And Mr. President did not consider it necessary to visit Benue State. If what we are reading in the papers, that he will be in Abia State to seek for votes for a 2019 election, it's very, very insensitive, and I will not proceed beyond this.
Let's move on to talk about the board appointments and the position of the All Progressives Congress, that list that came out. Mr. Ojukwu, that left the studio now, said that list was prepared 2 years before now, and the fact that it came out this way means that nobody influenced it, as in his words, as it used to be. Nobody bribed or did anything to influence or change that list. It came out as it was prepared. What's your stake?
Honestly, I watched Dr. Cairo Ojukwu, my brother and friend, and once upon a time, a party member, and who had the best that he has been in politics were all in PDP. But he has now gone to the other side. But honestly, his analysis here were very funny to me. And they were funny because I saw his frustrations in bringing out issues. Even the party chairman, Chief John Oyegun, also came up and said that the party was not part of the final list. This is just a manifestation of the confusion within the APC as a party. Is a manifestation of the fact that the government that APC has put in place is tactless. So, honestly, it is pity that I have for Dr. Ojukwu. As a matter of fact, how can a party whose government cannot do a kindergarten assignment of summing up numbers? We went to school, and in school, from kindergarten to the primary to secondary, we were taught summing up figures. A party at the national level or the federal government, not even what is expected of a local government, cannot sum up figures. And Dr. Cairo Ojukwu came on prime television, on Sunrise program and channels to come and defend that. Honestly, I think Nigerians by now should have seen the end of APC. But we will give them up to 2019 as the law demands. But I think they are just showing the fact that they do not have the capacity to govern. That's all.
You know, that argument of capacity can go the other way as well, because there are those who will say that for 16 years the PDP was there and didn't have anything to show for it. That's what they are saying out there.
It is wrong, Naito, it is wrong, it is absolutely wrong to say that PDP had nothing to show.
I didn't say that. It's the argument out there.
Nigerians can say PDP did not do enough. And I believe that has been the argument of Nigerians, that PDP did not do enough in 16 years. Not that PDP did not have anything to show in 16 years. That's not correct, sir.
Okay, so how then would you handle this matter of pump price increase of petrol? I mean, during the tenure of, when the PDP was in power, there were multiple increases in the price of petroleum products. And now you're accusing the APC of planning to increase the pump price of petrol.
What was the price of a liter of petrol when PDP was in power. 87 naira 50 kobo, if I'm correct. Within 2.5 years, Nigerians are buying fuel at exorbitant prices of 250, 350, 400 naira per liter in an economy where people are almost dying of hunger, where purchasing power has become so ridiculously low that people cannot pay rent, they cannot even fuel their car. How do you explain that? These are the issues that we expect the APC as a party and its government at the federal level to concentrate on, not scavenging for votes in states where they can never win. So it is out of place. And even as we speak now, there's no direction about the issue of subsidy. They came to power, they campaigned and said that, oh, subsidy was evil. And Nigerians bought into that lie. But as we speak today, the federal government is paying subsidy. And they have not even come out clean on the deals that are happening within the oil sector. So the whole process is deceptive.
You know, there are some arguments also say, why would you say that fuel was 87 naira at the time you were in power? I mean, at that time, the naira to the dollar was about 95 or thereabout, around that range. But now it's about 300 naira to $1. And so you expect that they should be buying fuel at the same price, especially seeing that we're importing fuel?
So whom do you hold responsible for that? Right? You want to hold PDP that left government in 2015 responsible for the economy of 2017, 2018?
Well,
that would not be fair.
The government,
and I don't think Nigerians, I don't believe that Nigerians are thinking along that line. I don't believe so. The tenure of PDP ended May 29, 2015. Whatsoever happened thereafter, it is the responsibility of the sitting government to give explanation to it.
Okay.
I must get that straight.
Mr. Logbondiyan, if I may come in here,
yes.
The PDP has been in power since 1999. And this administration has said they came in to meet, what they came in to see is not, according to what their words, what they came in to see is not what they can mouth, because it was a mess. And so it could be then be said that, or would it be right to say that the PDP did not really lay a good foundation for this current administration to run?
It is improper reasoning to say that PDP did not lay foundation. Don't forget, Naito, APC came to power on a change mantra. Everything was, according to them, everything was bad, and they are coming with a magic wand. Nigerians are sick and tired of all these excuses. Everything is PDP. Everything is PDP. What have you done in power in 2 years? Just name one singular, to the best of your knowledge, Naito. Give me one singular sector of the economy that APC has initiated one program and completed it successfully. It's all excuses. Are we going to live by excuses? Is that why APC was voted into power? I do not believe so. So, right thinking suggests to every Nigerian that APC did not come to power prepared, and as such, it has no capacity to govern. Simple simplicity.